Okay, take a little sip. Okay, we are gonna start, per usual, with some comments. And there are some good ones. Good, bad, and ugly, as always. You know how it goes. This one is from Sam. Nice comment. We're starting off on a good foot here. He says, this is in response to one of the most recent videos where I did the video with Jay, the recent video. And Sam says, I love how you spoke with real authority. It felt like you were a judge speaking to someone on probation and learning the conditions and terms of their probation and the consequences for violating those terms. You are amazing. So that was a very nice compliment. And it also kind of made me think about maybe doing like a judge femdom video at some point. I thought that would be kind of fun. I don't think I have the right outfit for that, but Judge Judy or Judge Fiore, you know. Anywho, moving along. Now we have, oh, okay, the good, the bad, and the ugly. Here's an ugly one. You ready for this? So this is from Saggy. Commented on one of my old live streams and said, and I don't know if this is a sub or who this is. I don't think this person has commented on my videos before, but the person said, missed your live. One request and recommendation. Please hold a pen or pencil while chatting and keep on biting and sucking on it during the whole chat. This will show authority. Worthy to try once in your next live and you will see the spike, saying from personal experience as a content creator. So when I first heard it, I thought this was a sub who maybe had a kink for that or something. And then by the end, I don't know if this is a female or a male, but I think that's kind of gross to be sucking on a pen the whole live stream. I don't know what you guys think, but I won't be doing that because your fingers are all over a pen, and if you're sucking on it, that's not exactly hygienic. I don't know, kind of gross. What do you guys think? Anyways, I got a little ticked off with that comment. You know, it doesn't take much, right? Yes, Soulful Vibe says, the link to your Twitter doesn't work, goddess. I'll check it, but I am search banned on Twitter right now. Twitter just did a bunch of, I don't know, reconfiguring the algorithm or something, but pretty much everybody in the financial domination community is banned or flagged right now. So if you look up Adore Fiore, I think you can see comments where other people have like tagged me or responded to comments, and you should be able to find me that way. But my guess is that's probably the issue. Hello to Chipstick and Sporting Boy. Welcome. Sporting Boy, it says you're a member, unless you have a different name. I don't remember that name. We do have some new members. I'm gonna get to that, but thank you for your support. Moving on with the comments, you guys feel free to leave a comment in the chat about what I'm talking about, or if you have any questions, and I'll check periodically. Okay, this is another response to the newest video that I did with Jay, and this is from Steve. He says, this is endlessly fascinating in all your other role-playing videos as doctor prescribing a permanent cage, my personal favorite, teacher and boss, it's crystal clear that those are fantasies, but this has an almost documentary-like quality, making the line between fantasy and reality almost invisible, which is especially compelling. Part of me wanted it to be real, assuming that it is role-playing. Congratulations on its superb quality, and please keep up the exceptional work. So that was a lovely compliment. Thank you for that. And yes, there will definitely be more of those videos. I assure you on that. Oh, okay. Gotcha, okay. Sporting Boy says he's new, but he might have a different name on the YouTube. Gotcha. Yeah, and Soulful Vibe, let me know if that works for finding the X account. And Chipstick is kneeling. He doesn't know how long he can last. His knees are sore today. Well, you are not serving me, so I don't give commands to people who are not serving me, so you do what you want there, sir. Oh, okay, this was my favorite comment. Another ugly comment, but needs to be talked about. And I actually posted this on my ex account because I was very mad about it. So this person, and I do think they were trying to be nice, but let me explain. This is from, I'm just gonna call him Random Guy. And he says, I don't know where he left this comment, but he says, didn't expect an OF woman to be this well spoken. I can tell you had a good academic background. So first of all, I don't really consider myself an OF person. I do have OF and LF mostly for age verification. If you guys know me, you know that I don't post anything nude or topless anywhere. So I don't know that you would really call me an OF person. I mean, I do have the OF username on the intro video of most of my videos, so I guess he saw it there and just assumed. But I wouldn't really consider myself an OF person. But besides that, you cannot sit here and insult women and then try to compliment me on top of that. So I know that he was probably trying to be complimentary and saying that I'm better than most women on OF, but insulting all women is not cool. And I know there are subs that will try to like pit doms against each other and make them jealous or tell them they're better than other people, and that is so not my thing. I think that is very unattractive and does not sit well with me at all. And especially this person clearly doesn't know my background. Since I worked as a dancer in clubs for quite a few years, and I love most of the girls I worked with, and I don't think I could be considered what you would typically think of a dancer, but I did have a master's degree for many years before I did get into dancing, but you do not insult women and then try to compliment me. That's just not how it works. So I responded to him and I said, not sure what you consider an OF woman. What a misogynistic and offensive thing to say. And I think he might have deleted the comment after that. I don't think he had any clue that that would be considered a very rude thing to say. But I believe it was. Oh, geez. Guest. I can't even say that word on here, but no, I don't do that. No judgment to those who do. Sorry, that sounded a little condescending, but it just caught me off guard. That was like the first thing I saw when I looked up here. No, I do not do that. To each his own, but that is not for me. I am not getting anywhere near that body part of a man. No, thank you. Let's see if I missed anybody else. He retracted it. He knew I didn't like it. Okay. Yeah. You got a lot of nerve. You got a lot of nerve, Ben. Are you the same Ben that I've already tried to set up 2 interviews with and then you canceled both of them with me? Because I've blocked you on all the social media profiles, but maybe not on here, I see. Unless you're a different Ben. But if you're the Ben that I'm thinking of, you can GFY. Yes. Not happy with you. Moving along. Unless you're a different Ben, but I think you're the same Ben I'm thinking of. Hello, Mike. And who else do we have over here? Let me click the button. Oh, and another mic. A mic and a mic. Hello to the mics. Okay. I don't know what video this was responding to. This is from somebody named Maddie. He says, I obey Goddess Fiore. It felt so great to be under your trance. No depression, no anger, just joy, pleasure, and pure obedience. I was never meant to be a free citizen. Being a slave is my proper place. I am so glad to be your property. It feels so wonderful and natural. I love being an object that you can use, exploit, and guide. Thank you for taking control. It is what I needed. You did me a favor because I am lost, if not owned. I was never meant to be your equal, just your slave. And that is a lovely message, except that you have not sent me anything or communicate with me, so I don't know why you think that you're owned, because when we haven't even had a conversation, I wouldn't say that I own you. But I think he was just really in the vibe of my videos. I'm glad he's enjoying them. But lovely message, but you know, little delusional, let's say. Who else we got here? Oh, okay, good. Soulful Vibe was able to figure it out. Okay, Ben says he didn't set up an interview with me. Okay, you better not be, because there's one Ben that I'm very pissed off about right now. So if you are not that Ben, I apologize. But the other Ben is on my S list, shall we say. Ben, you messaged me on X if you want to set up an interview. I don't recall if we had a conversation. I have a lot of people I talked to about that, but send me a message on X and we can set that up if you are not the Ben that I hate. Hello to Adari. We're gonna go with that. I don't know if I'm saying that correctly. Young Dufferin. Is it possible for you to order me to send you $10? Considering I don't know your age, I don't, what was I gonna say? I don't interact or kink play with people who are under 18. So if there's a way that you can verify your age, you know, you can send it to me on UPay. That, well, I guess you can't do that because we're on YouTube. You have to send it through here. I would love to do that, but I can't unless I know that you're 18. So I'm not gonna engage in that without knowing. So, okay, well, there you go. I can't tell you not to do it, but without knowing your age, I am not gonna be giving you. Sorry, I was getting a message from a patient. Mo, the old man, I think he's in bed. You know, he gets very grouchy this time of night. I don't know if you knew that. He gets very aggressive. Where was I? Oh, okay. Then did I just message you like within an hour or two? Was that you that I messaged? I don't remember the name of the person I was messaging, but if it was, then we can just continue that conversation. I don't have my calendar in front of me, so I can't tell you one way or the other, but we can talk about it after. Okay, so where were we? Hello to Mr. Myers, and does that say Julu? Julu? And Wrath is asking if I do custom videos. I'm only gonna do a custom video for somebody who has sent tribute and I've engaged with and had a conversation with. I have random people ask me for custom content, and I'm just really not interested if I don't know anything about you and you haven't shown me some devotion right off the bat. So I'm not really interested in that unless you're willing to engage with me and actually interact and show some devotion by sending tribute. Bobby, are you talking to me? I don't think I was talking to you. Young is asking, how do I verify my age? The best way to verify your age right now would be to message me on LF, because I'm live streaming on that platform also right now. And you could actually send me a message in the chat. Oh, and we've got Mr. Young. Wait. Oh, okay, that's you. Okay, well, you read my mind then. Yes, well, then you just verified your age. That's the easiest way to do it. There you go. So since you are sending right now, I wanted to talk about this a little bit. So after the last live stream last week, I had somebody who was messaging me on X and wanted me to do another live stream to get drained. And I am more than happy to do a drain live, But, you know, like I just mentioned, you have to verify your age. And I am not going to go do a separate live stream. This person hadn't sent tribute or anything. I asked him to send tribute and he ignored me. So I'm not just going to like live stream without somebody having put something down. But if you want to do a drain live while we're doing the live stream here, absolutely. I can multitask. I can work on my usual spiel that I do and then tell you to send more, which Young is going to do right now. I think he's going to probably send $20 right now. So I can multitask. You know what I'm saying? Do you have hand gag? Guest, you're asking a lot of questions that I just don't really want to answer right now. If you want to ask specific questions like that, I'm going to tell you to message me on social media and send tribute, because you're asking very specific kink questions. Where was I? Rude questions. Really? Stop asking. If you ask stupid questions, I'm just going to ban you. Am I a girl or a boy? Give me a break. Grow up. Let's see what else we got here. Young, that's a silly question. Me sound strict and order you around? Never. I would never do it. Do it right now. Do it now. I don't have my writing crop, but if I did, you'd be in trouble. Okay, where was I? Mike. Oh, this is interesting. Mike says, Goddess, I have to say, I think I have an arm fetish. Did you ever hear about anything like that before? I have a thing about arms. I don't know why. I did have a boyfriend for a while that I think he really liked my shoulders, which was kind of weird. I think he had like a shoulder fetish. No, I don't think, you know, foot fetishes are very common. I made a video about how common those are. But I don't think it's that weird to have an arm fetish. I think there's probably not like a whole lot of people that do, but people have fetishes for different body parts. So I don't think that's that weird. I haven't heard of it before, but I would say it's no crazier than having a wedgie fetish, which a lot of people have. So I don't think there's anything wrong with that. But you know, that's interesting that you know that about yourself, and I always think it's worth it to embrace what you have. So, okay. Young, he's over here sending, and he says, God, that was crazy. How was that crazy? Tell me more. What did that do for you? What is that doing for you over there? And we have somebody else over here sending gifts. Lilizag. Thank you for that. I see your tips. Are you guys competing? We've got Young over here and we got Lilizag over here. I don't know. Lilizag just is sending over here. I think somebody sent. Now it keeps saying that you're sending 100. I don't know how much that is. My meter says $8. But Young seems to be falling behind here. Antonio, I am indeed single. Young says it made him feel very submissive to send. Well, you're not done, are you? And as far as I'm concerned, Lil Zag is beating you, so I think you need to figure it out. And I think your little, I don't know if I can see the P word on the YT, but it's pretty minuscule, shall we say that. Probably like something else that you have, right? What's my favorite band? That is completely off topic. Yeah. I have good thoughts. Thank you for that. Chipstick, there is a live drain going on right now. It's actually a double live drain, it looks like. We've got Mr. Young here who's falling behind. I think he's probably distracted right now, which is disgusting. And then we also have, what was it? Lil Zag sending little stickers and tributes over here as well. Add a Q&A sticker. I'll try it sometime. Chipstick is loving it. He loves it. Antonio, what's up with the octopus? I don't know, it's on my wall. Like, what? It's sitting there on the wall. What do you have on your wall? So that I can make fun of it. Okay, I am going back to my comments now until I hear another cha-ching. Still waiting on Young. He's taking his sweet time. Oh gosh, I accidentally went out of my comments. Let me go back. Okay, yep. Okay, so now we have, this is a good one. This is a good one. So this was on the Snap and Send, which was a favorite. You guys really liked that video, I'm happy to say. Glad you enjoyed it. I almost didn't post that one, but you guys really liked it. So I'm glad I did. So this was Snap and Send, not to be confused with Bend and Snap, totally different things. And this is from King, who says, yeah, it's already happening. I'm not even gonna fight it at this point. And then a bunch of emojis. And shortly after that, he messaged me on X and is in about $150 deep at this point. He maxed out, even though he says he's a doctor. And if you're a doctor, I know you can do better than that. So, but we will be hearing back from him. So I will update you once I get him further under my spell. But he's in about $150 deep right now. So it appears that the Snap and Send got to him. Yes, it did. Next comment. I can't believe we still have to talk about this. I can't believe we still have to talk about this. I'm not going to read the whole comment because it's a freaking novel. But this is from Ty, who I have since, of course, blocked. Because I block like everybody, don't I? No, just the annoying people, really. But Ty says, so this was on the human toilet video I did, where I don't recommend human toilet. And again, I don't kink shame, to each his own, but I do have a very strong opinion based on my almost 20 years in healthcare that human toilet is a very unhealthy kink, and I stick by what I said. So I gave lots of detailed information in that video, and I think it triggered him a little bit because he said lots of opinions, few facts, combined with anecdotal evidence and pathologizing. Pathologizing, yes. Is it healthy? Certainly not. However, consuming feces of a healthy person, provided you yourself have a healthy immune system, isn't really dangerous. Our immune system handles it well, primarily because our own digestive system is home to precisely these bacteria. Of course, E. coli bacteria can be problematic, but they are found everywhere, including on food. Sepsis, on the other hand, is only a problem if there is a contact with open wounds. So this person is very arrogant, and you think you know everything, but you don't. Because, matter of fact, I have worked with hundreds of people with sepsis over the 20 years that I've been in healthcare, including one man just a few days ago who had sepsis from a UTI. So you don't know what the heck you're talking about. And like I said, I blocked him anyways. But yeah, he got very upset with my human toilet. I think he was feeling guilty, maybe because he has this kink. I don't know. I am not trying to trigger anybody, but this was 100% misinformation. You do not know what you're talking about. And so I deleted the comment. But yes, he was very upset about the human toilet video. And I'm going to stand by what I said. I know what I'm talking about. And I'm never going to encourage my subs to do anything that is going to harm them. So you, sir, are no longer allowed on the channel. Okay, moving along. Okay, we have a funny one. Are you ready for this? This was on the, I can't say the CH word on YT, so I am saying device, on the device fitting video. This is from Dean, and he says, he says, you'd be so impressed and tantalized caging. Caging is the last thing on your mind. Give me a frickin' break. I'm gonna go throw up now. All right, let me get back to the comments here. Shake it. I'm from Texas. That's nice. I lived in Texas. Yes, Mike says, I realized that one of your shorts is gone, the one with you in the writing crop. That was demonetized, so I made it to members only. A lot of times if my videos or shorts are demonetized, then I just make them for members only. So if you're a member, you can still see it. Owen says, I have beautiful feet. Thank you for that. Antonio, I would love to take you out. What makes you think that I want to go out with you? To McDonald's. Okay. Blake, do you do spells? Not really. I do more like role play, and I can't say the H word on this platform, so I can't say that here, but I don't necessarily do like spells. Owen is in love with my feet and toes. Happy to hear that. Glad you like them. Chipstick. I wish I wasn't owned. I'd love to have a debt contract with you, goddess. I don't know. If you are owned, I don't think your goddess would want to hear that, would they? I am certainly not going to compete with anybody, but if you were saying you wish you weren't owned, then figure your life out, my friend. Ben loves my curly hair. I think you are the Ben. That Ben was making comments about my hair. You better not be that Ben. That Ben is in big trouble. Brady said something that makes no sense whatsoever. And Honey also said something that makes no sense whatsoever. Ed says, I discovered your videos last week and I am a big fan. Beauty and calm dominance, XO. Oh, well, I'm glad you enjoyed that. Thank you. I'm not going to be reading any of these comments that don't apply to what we're talking about because you guys are saying some random stuff. Melva, you buff as hell. I mean, I don't think I really have muscles bulging out. I am strong. I'm a pole dancer for many years, but I think you're exaggerating there a hair, my friend. Oh, okay. Eric says, Steven Seagal is intensely watching this chat room while wearing only socks. How do you know that? Are you sitting next to him? Hello to Jimmy. Pookie says, you're so pretty. Thank you. That's kind. Ew. Looking good, shouty. That made me laugh. Do I work out? Indeed, I do. I do work out pretty much every day. Are you a nurse? I am not a nurse. I am in healthcare for, like I said, many years, but I am not a nurse. Spit on the camera. No. Oh. Witness says, I am a dream and I dreamed you up. That's an interesting thought. Chipstick. I've spoken to my mistress about debt contracts, but she's not interested. But saying that, neither was I until I found your channel. I do have that effect. Especially after the video with Jay, I've had a lot of people interested in contracts, and we'll get to that later. I do have some new subs that have been locked in, shall we say. Hello, Jungle. Jungle's one of my good boys. Inno, I don't know how to say your name. I'm just gonna say Inno. Haven't seen you for a while. He says, watching that debt contract signing and interview experience was amazing. Thanks, Goddess, for that. You're welcome. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Okay. Witness is saying some very random things. Malva says your shoulders look strong, not a bad thing. Yes, I am strong. Okay, Antonio is getting blocked because you're saying really just weird, annoying things. Jungle will be sleeping on the floor again tonight. He likes to punish himself. Okay. Okay, Ben, then I'm sorry, but like I said, there's one Ben right now that has really got on my nerves. But if we've messaged on X, then we can continue the conversation there. Oh, Eric, you're a weirdo, my friend. You are a weirdo. He says Chuck Norris has relieved Steven of his exhausting duty of monitoring this chat room, but for real, fasting is the way to go. Okay. Sure, friend. Witness comes in peace, he says. Mike says, sorry if I got too intense. I think you skipped a comment. I don't think I saw it. There's a lot of comments coming in right now, so I may have missed it. Sarah, Jesus loves you. Yeah, he loves you too. Good stuff. Glad you, yeah. Okay, Chipstick, Goddess, you really do have that effect. Indeedy. Oh, I know. Jay is totally lost. He says, what is this channel about? I am a financial dominatrix, and we are going through quite a few different things in my live stream. I'm just getting distracted with all the comments. I will get back to my comments now, and you guys, I will check the chat shortly. Mike, I'm sorry if I missed your comment. Like I said, there's a lot of comments coming through. I'm guessing that we've got a lot of randoms in the chat today again. Okay. Next we have, I only have 2 more comments. I'm almost through the comments. Mr. Paul. Poor Paul. He left a comment on one of my videos and he said, I am trying to pay tribute, honest ma'am. I am having difficulty and have been talking to the throne team. They say they will send me an email. I'm having difficulty just getting a username. Madam, I am trying to pay. I am sorry if I disappoint you. I'm just stupid. I guess I told you I was no good with this stuff. I am trying. I am truly sorry, ma'am. So I guess this is someone who wants to serve me and he's having a hard time figuring out how to pay the tribute. I have said this many times before. I'm a very busy person. I work almost full time in addition to doing the YouTube channel and running all my social media accounts. And I have had lots of growth the last few months. So I'm getting more and more emails, messages from people every day. I do not have time to help you figure out how to work a payment platform. Ask a friend, ask your roommate, ask a child in your family to help you with it, okay? Do not put this stuff on me. I do not have time to deal with this, okay? There's been a couple people like this lately that have been putting the burden of figuring this kind of thing out on me. No, you need to figure your stuff out. Okay. And then we have, okay, so this was a while ago. Somebody named Lonnie left a comment on one of my videos asking if I could do a video talking about human ashtray. And I said I would think about it and then I forgot. And then somebody just left another comment on that comment, which I really like. So this was Jeppo, sorry. Says ash is dangerous. It contains a lot of potassium and can cause heart attacks. Fantasy is one thing, reality is another. Stay human when practicing BDSM. And I love that comment. So shout out to Jeppo, I don't know. But especially that last part. Fantasy is one thing, reality is another. Stay human when practicing BDSM. And that is something to really take to heart and always be mindful of. So what was I going to say? And along those lines, there was a Dom that I'm friends with on X who said that recently a lot of financial dominatrixes do not do any in real life sessions. I have not done any myself. I'm not 100% opposed to them, but I always say that if I were to do an in real life session, I would require a full background check on somebody. She left a comment saying that apparently there was somebody recently, a dom, who met with a sub in real life and her throat was slit. I don't know. I tried to Google it and I couldn't find anything about that specific incident happening. But when I was trying to look it up, I also saw an article about a dom in Escondido, California, which is right where I used to live, actually, who I guess was doing some rope play and ended up suffocating her submissive. So, you know, I think sometimes people really get carried away with fantasy in BDSM, and you know, I'm always preaching safety and that type of thing. Really important to not get yourself in a bind, okay? No, that wasn't a pun at all. Moving along. Okay, so we already talked about that. We covered that. We have some new members. Members are Takahiro, Fearless, and Ben. I don't, maybe it's a different Ben. How many frickin' Bens are there? A Ben. And back to what I was kind of talking about earlier, this Ben left a comment on one of my videos at first asking me how to sign up for the membership. And I guess he figured it out on his own. He deleted the comment, and I appreciate that. Like I said, please try to figure things out on your own. I try to answer, you know, questions as much as I can, but if it's something that you can figure out on your own, or you can have somebody in your life help you with, please don't put that on me to try to help you figure it out, okay? With that being said, I mentioned earlier I'm having very fast growth on especially the YT. We are almost at 7,000 subscribers for a relatively new channel. I will be very excited when we get to 10,000. If you follow me on Instagram, you might have seen my story that one of the videos has hit 100,000 views. So that was exciting. You know, I like my numbers because I am a nerd. We all know this. What else? Recently posted content. Well, let me get back to the chat for a second. I probably missed a lot of stuff. I'm just going, okay, this person's I need to start adding moderators, I think. If you want to volunteer to moderate my live streams, message me. Let's see. I'm trying to go if there are any oh my gosh. Just a lot of crap, honestly. Sorry, let me just remove some of these people that are leaving random and rude comments. Sporting Boy says, just seen your post on X about the 40 to 50-year-old wallet. I'm 38 years old, nearly there. Maybe I should have said 35 to 50. Mr. Killjoy, are you referring to me or somebody else? I don't have time to go on YouTube. Okay. Yeah, you're going. Bye, sir. Who is sending? Julu? I see you. $5, really? I think you can do a little better than that. Julu, make it happen. Go. Oh. Andrea, I don't know if that's how you say it, says, hi, Italia. I am half Italian, but American, of course. Let me go down. Oh, Sword likes my painting. Who was making fun of my octopus? Because Sword likes it. Owen loves my videos. Ooh, Jungle says he'll be my moderator. I might take you up on that. Yeah. Somebody over here is going, is that you again, Julu? $15, that's better. Oh, Julu, thank you for telling me that. You said the quality is not very good. I'm on my laptop over here. That's definitely good feedback for me. Somebody gifted me a webcam, but unfortunately this freaking computer is so old that the webcam won't work with it. Speaking of, I do have a new Mac on my throne wish list, which I will be using for day trading among other things, but also live streaming. And I think it's a pretty expensive computer. I think it's like $5,000. But people have been contributing to it. I think we're up to like $600 or something. So that's always something that you can contribute to if you would like a better stream. But thank you for that feedback. I'm glad to know that the quality is not good on the laptop. Is it better on the? I'm on my phone over here. Is it better on the phone then? Can you tell me? And also, we are $2.50 away from the goal over here, so I think you can make that happen, surely. Hello to Acorn. God, some of these comments. Ed, I'm not that familiar with you. I would consider you for a moderator, but I don't know you that well. But Jungle, I do trust you, so let me see if I can make you a moderator. Yes, add as moderator. Add blocked words and change, can review and remove chat messages and hide. Yes, I want you to be a standard moderator. Okay, so I just added Jungle as a moderator. If you see rude comments, please ban those people. I don't mind random questions, but some of the rude stuff I could live without. Yes, Jungle, I just made you a moderator. Let me know if... Yes, he says, I'd love to be your moderator because you are awesome and I would love to kick out people who misbehave. Yes. Hello, Corey. And Owen just cannot stop talking about my feet. He loves them. He's in love. Owen, would you propose to my feet? Can you tell me that? Javier thought my octopus was a collage of seashells. That would be cooler, actually. No, it is a painting. I like this painting because there's so many colors in it, it can match anything. You know what I mean? I look like Reba. Reba McEntire? Doesn't she have red hair? And isn't she like 60? Okay. Moving along. Okay. Content I have posted lately. So we have already talked about the video I posted with Jay. You guys really liked that video, didn't you? Yes, that was a lot of fun making that video, and there will be more. So we had lots of requests in the comments for more videos like that. So there would definitely be more videos. And I've mentioned this several times before, we are getting closer to doing members only live streams because we are getting so many random people in the live streams lately that I think I might do. I'm doing the live stream every other Sunday. So every Thursday and then every other Sunday. If it continues like this, I might start making that one members only. Speaking of feet, the last video I posted was of the heels. I know the heels videos aren't for everybody, but the people who love them, don't they? Owen, did you see the heels video? What did you think? Rose is asking, can I be a member? That's up to you, my friend. You have to sign up for the membership on the YouTube channel. Thank you, Jungle, for deleting that. You are a good boy and doing a great job. Okay, you can delete that person too. Okay, so we had the foot video, and then we also had, like I said, snap and send. Do you want to know the name of the next one, or should I keep it a secret? Hello, Arcane. Good to see you. Corey likes my hair. Thank you for that. Okay, Tanya's brother thinks I am cute. Well, I can't see your brother, so I can't you know, say one way or the other, but thank you for that. Moving along. Okay, so upcoming videos. Would you like to know what's coming up? I have an itch. Actually, let me get a sip of the coconut water. Okay, moving on. Upcoming videos we have. I think I might have talked about this video already, but I haven't posted it yet. I have another video that I made of a haul of gifts from subs. I got my new Buff Bunny outfit, which I tried on, which I wore to the gym. It is a little low cut. I do a lot of handstands when I'm at the gym, and obviously I do pole dancing, so I go upside down a lot, and there is definitely a risk of something happening with that one. We'll see what happens. But it is a very pretty color, so you'll get to see that in the video. What else? I made another doctor video today, which I know you guys will be happy about. It is a follow-up of Locktober, in case you weren't aware. November is NNN, which I can't say on this channel, so I called it No Nonsense November. If you know what NNN is, you know. If you know, you know. If you don't know, then go Google it. But I have to call it No Nonsense November, and you'll know what I'm talking about. Rob says I can be his doctor anytime. Okay. And I made another Lady Boss, since I know you guys love that as well. Continuing where we left off with the problem with the employee who was sniffing shoes in the workplace, and he was banned from the workplace and has to work at home. So a follow-up on that video. Some very interesting information about his history that you will learn in that video. And I did another POV similar to Snap and Send. There's Julu. He fulfilled my goal on LF. Wonderful. But that doesn't mean we're stopping. You're going to keep going. You're going to keep going there. Okay. Owen says, I have a foot fetish. Bad. You don't say. Nobody could tell that. Where was I? Oh, yes. So the new Snap and Send will be called Deposit and Drain. And I think you're gonna enjoy it. Coming up soon. Now, just a reminder. I guess I have to keep saying this because it's always an issue. I'm just gonna have to keep saying it. I'll say it briefly. Just saying, if you want to interact with me, okay, let me back up a step. When I do my live streams, I'm perfectly happy to get to your comments. Obviously, I'm starting to get a lot more comments, so it's hard for me to get to everybody. You are always welcome to leave comments on the videos that I post and the shorts. That is encouraged, and I appreciate it. I appreciate your interaction and liking the videos, subscribing to the channel, of course. I appreciate all that. With that being said, if you message me directly or if you email me directly, you should be sending tribute before you do that. For the most part, I will not be responding to any messages unless you have sent tribute if you are trying to get in touch with me directly. And if you do send me a message on X or email me or whatnot, the first thing I'm going to say is for you to send tribute, okay? And if you don't, or if you respond something and you're asking questions, that's just going to piss me off, okay? So I'm just letting you know. I am not pressuring anybody to do anything, but if you are reaching out to me, that is your responsibility to make sure that you do that before you message me. I did have somebody who messaged me on X, and when I sent them the link to send tribute, they rolled their eyes at me and got mad. It's not my fault, you're stupid. Okay. And once again, I understand if maybe you don't see this and somebody messages me and they weren't aware, and then I tell them that they have to pay tribute, but if you continue to message me, that does not make a good impression on me. That is not any way to start an interaction with me. I'm just letting you know. Somebody left a comment. I think it was on one of my videos, on one of the live stream videos or something. And it was a comment about how I run a tight ship, and they were probably watching a live stream where I was banning people left and right. And I do. My attention, my energy is second to none, I would say. And if I'm going to give that to you, then you need to earn it. So I do not just give my attention or time to anybody. And if I'm giving it to you, that means you've earned it. So yes, I do run a tight ship, and I have no qualms about banning people who don't respect me or show me the devotion that I deserve. How's that? Okay. Now, I also want to let you know that I do have possibly a couple more interviews coming up. I have one gentleman, if this is you, Ben, you let me know, who is I think he's almost 30-year-old virgin, which I find fascinating, and I want to get a little information from him. So I am doing well, Ryan. How are you? So I like to do the interviews. It's more of like a curiosity thing. And the other reason I do my interviews is because I think you guys get a lot of benefit out of them. I feel like a lot of you can relate to the people that I'm interviewing. So I think a lot of you are appreciative of that. So a lot of the people who follow my channel are adult males who either have never had intercourse, or if they have, they've had to pay for it. So I think sharing that kind of information is very interesting for some of you and relatable. So hopefully he follows through with the interview. That'll be an interesting one. And I also have a gentleman who reached out who is a cross-dresser. Also, a lot of you can relate to that. So hopefully, again, he will be willing to speak with me. So those are my upcoming interviews. Okay, let's get to, oh wait, there is one more thing I wanted to say. So I already mentioned I have my day trading computer on my wish list that I would like more contributions for. I definitely want more socks. I would love some Louis Vuittons. I mentioned this on X, but my birthday is in January. So I did mention people setting up some savings account to start saving now for that. That gives you something. Jungle loves being a moderator. You can be my moderator anytime, my friend. You're doing a wonderful job. I appreciate you. Nate's comment's funny. I'm not going to read that out loud. Let's see. Omar says, I want an interview. So the interviews are for anyone who has kinks or fetishes they want to share. If you are a pay pig, if you are a cross-dresser or SISSY, I don't think I can say that on here. I would definitely love to hear from you. You can always message me on X if you would like an interview with me. What was I gonna say? A couple things I will say about the interviews is that, number one, you do not have to send tribute if you want to do an interview. Okay, you're not serving me, it's informational, whatever. So you don't have to tribute for an interview. But a couple things. Number one, you need to respect my time. Like I said, I've had somebody who has canceled on my interviews twice now. I didn't realize it was the same person, honestly, or I wouldn't have scheduled the second one with him. But that's very rude and disrespectful of my time. As I've mentioned, I don't have a whole lot of free time, so please don't waste it with that crap. And then also, I've also had somebody who did an interview with me who I strongly think was faking his story, and I definitely do not appreciate that. After working with the type of patients that I work with in my real job, my big girl job for the last 20 years, I can tell when people are faking things, and that's really gonna piss me off, okay? So legitimate stories only. I will be able to tell during the interview if you're making stuff up, and then I'm not going to post it. So please don't waste my time with either of those, okay? But if you do have a kink or fetish, like I said, if you're a SISSY, if you are an adult male who is either a virgin or has always paid for intercourse, I do want to hear from you. I would like to share your story. If you're open to it, you can message me on X if you would like to do that. Okay, let me get to the chat now. We've got about 10 more minutes. I have said everything I want to say. And now, Nate, so what exactly do you do? Are you talking about on this channel or for work? Arcane is very excited for my next office video. He loves cross-dressing in his office outfit. When watching them, I love that. That's awesome. But now I'm a very visual person, and now I kind of want to see what your office outfit looks like. If you are brave enough, you can send me a photo on X of what that looks like. Either just the outfit like on the floor, or if you even want to put it on and send it to me. I'm definitely curious and would like to see that. Next of kin says, if I ever gave my money to a dominatrix, it wasn't something I was aware of. I think you would know. And I'm not talking about, when I say that you're paying for intercourse, that's definitely not, I'm not referring to a dominatrix. Just so you know, majority of dominatrixes, it's not, you're not like paying for intercourse or anything like that. Some of them do, I don't know how to say it without getting in trouble. Like a pirate who has a peg leg in the rear, shall we say. I do not do that personally, but some dominatrixes do. But if you go see a dominatrix, you're not paying for necessarily like sexual favors. You are paying to be controlled and dominated. People get that confused a lot. You know, seeing a, I don't know if I can say the P word, an escort or something like that is not the same. Okay, just to clear that up, because I know maybe some of you aren't familiar. I'm just clearing it up. Okay, I do have okay, Arcane doesn't have X, he has Instagram. You can send it to me on Instagram. Fiore the goddess. Send it to me. I want to see it. Oh, Mike, what would be the proper way to end a findom relationship and to start one with you? That's a very good question. I don't have a great answer for you because every dom is so different. I know I'm very different than a lot of other doms. I would be very respectful if somebody was under my control and they wanted to go to somebody else. I would be understanding of that, but I don't know how other doms are going to react to that. So I do think honesty is always the best policy. So I would suggest just saying that, you know, you have somebody else that you would like to start seeing. It may not go well, honestly. I have no idea how that's going to go. I don't know anything about your dom or how she would react to that. Jungle, can you ban that person with the all caps, please? Thank you. You know, that's what I would do. I always think honesty is the best policy, so I do think you should be honest, but I would not expect you know, maybe a good response unless she's a really good dom. So good luck with that. But your other option is to just ghost them, and I don't like suggesting that or doing that to anybody. I don't like to be treated like that. So you know, that's the best advice I could give you. I do always try to treat people as I would want to be treated, though. Jungle, you are welcome. You're doing a great job. Thank you. Brian, I'm 6'2". Does that help with you? So this is not a dating app, just so you know. I am a financial dominatrix, and if you would like to serve me as a submissive, I will consider that, but I really don't care how tall you are. Okay? Yes. Oh, Peter says he loved my nails. Thank you for that. I'll show you what they look like. They are dark brown right now. I had black matte, which I really liked, but then I got an urge for the chocolate brown. It's good for fall. Hello, child of God. Welcome. Dank likes my octopus, I think. Ah, Trey, good question. What do you hold leverage in your debt contracts? Sometimes I will, sometimes I won't. It kind of depends on the sub and the relationship. Some of you may remember P, who is still serving me, by the way. Actually, his second payment is coming up tomorrow, so we'll see if he makes that on time. Hopefully he does continue to be a good boy. So far, he's been very good. He actually sent me some photos without clothing, so I used that for leverage with him, but everybody's a little different. Now, some people like leverage, some people don't, so it kind of depends on the person. But since he sent me those, of course I'm gonna, use it for leverage, right? Yes. Brian is saying DSM borderline personality disorder. Are you saying that I have borderline personality disorder? I'm not really sure, but it sounds like you don't really have a good understanding of it because it's nothing to do with what I'm talking about. So, Peter, can I see you in person? I've said this many times that I am not opposed to in real life sessions, but it would have to be with somebody who has been serving me online first and has proven to be loyal and we've developed a good relationship. And I would also require a full background check of anybody that I meet in person, but I'm not opposed to it. Oh, Ed, good question. He's asking if there's going to be any new videos about the maid. There certainly will. There's more of a demand for the lady boss and the MD, so those were a priority, but there will definitely be more maid videos. I have a lot of different ones that I make, so it's hard for me to do, all of them every week. So, random question. Peter, where am I located? I am in Florida on the East Coast. Medi, teacher, you look beautiful. Have you been watching my mean teacher videos? Is that why you're calling me teacher? Triple A says, do you think submission is always tied to sexual desire, or can someone be submissive without it being sexual? I would say most of it. I mean, you subs in the chat, you speak up what you think about this, but I would say most of the time it's not really about sex. It's more about the appeal and the thrill of being controlled. A lot of it's really not sexual, actually, in my opinion. There was another question I want to ask. I'm removing that person. I'm sick of those comments. Trey is asking, what's your minimum for a debt contract? The minimum is $100 a week and a $1,000 contract. So if you want, for example, say you wanted the minimum, so the minimum would be $100 a week, 10 weeks to make $1,000. But keep in mind, there's also a 7% interest on there, and I have an origination fee of $25. So if you have like a very limited budget, we can always work those into adding on to the debt contract if you only want $100 a week, something like that. Fox says, please don't remove me. I'm just curious. How old? Not weirdo. Are you asking how old I am? I am 42. I don't know what that person's talking about. Trey, do you add fines and penalties? Yes, I do. Those are all in the contract. Yes, those are all. Nate is asking what my Instagram is. It's Fiore the Goddess, Fiore the Goddess. Yes, Ben said that very well to the person that was asking about if being in a dynamic is all about sex, and Ben says it's being aroused by the control from a dominant woman. So kind of sexual, but kind of not at the same time. It's the control aspect. Okay, I have no idea what that means. Fox says, I know, I wouldn't have guessed. I thought you were 30, 33. Yes, I do look much younger than my age for the most part. Nate, I added you on one of your accounts. Do you do video chat? I only do video chats with subs who are already serving me. So if you have sent tribute and you've already, done a drain or a session, then I might be open to a video chat, but not just with a random person. Ew. Jungle, you out? Yes, it is 10 o'clock. Trey, if I were to message you about a debt contract, Jungle, thank you for your help. I appreciate you. If I were to message you about a debt contract, how do you build the contract? So the way it works is I have a form. If you go to my link tree, the form is actually on there, and you can fill it out. You have to pay tribute. You have to pay the application fee before I write up the contract. I will not write up a contract unless you've sent those first. The form asks a bunch of questions, your email, what your kinks are, how long you want the contract to be. It's up to you what length of contract you want and the amount that you want to pay every week, as well as the amount of the contract. And then once I have all that information, I write up the contract based on the information. Nate is asking, he seems confused about a drain. Sorry, hold on one second. I can't talk, Nate. I will get to that. Jungle is asking, when will I be back on? When's the next stream? I'm not doing one this Sunday since I just did one last Sunday, so it'll be next Thursday. Next Thursday, 9 to 10 p.m. regular time. Great. Jungle says he'll be here to moderate again. I appreciate you. And Nate is asking what a drain is. So a drain, in financial domination is essentially where a submissive is approaching me. Financial submissives get excited, shall we say, by sending money to a dominant woman. So if that is the case and they want to do a drain, then essentially they will share with me what their kinks are if they have kinks, and I will use those kinks to, shall we say, entice them to send money, and I will demand certain amounts of money and they will send until they reach their limit, and that is the end of the drain. It can last anywhere from a few minutes to a few hours to even a few days. Sissy, how many people do you have in debt contracts? I just got 2 this week, so I think probably 4 or 5 right now total. Arcane, your Instagram isn't showing up. Well, I'll spell it out for you. I don't know why it wouldn't show up, but it's F-I-O-R-E-T-H-E, Fiore, the, and Goddess, G-O-D-D-E-S-S. 2 D's, 2 S's, and Goddess. Good night, Jungle. Okay, let me see if there's any other questions that I can answer because we're gonna wrap it up right meow. Trey appreciates my responses. You're welcome. Okay, Ed is interested in doing an interview. Wonderful. Oh, very interesting story. I would love to hear that from you. Mike is asking, what is a way he can act on his arm fetish? For detailed questions like that, you have to send tribute and then we can have a conversation. I'm not going to go into detail about your specific issues in this live stream. Okay, so 10 o'clock is the end of the live stream. We went a few minutes over. Next live stream will be, like I said, next Thursday, 9 to 10 p.m. Eastern time. Okay, like every other Sunday I do them, but not this Sunday. Just posted a new video today. Might be a day or 2 before the next video. You can follow me on the other social medias if you would like. And thank you guys for joining me. Have a wonderful evening.